Hey guys, what's up? It's Carlos from Daily Carry Solutions. I'm here with Eric from the Outer Limitless at Blade Show 2021, and we're going to go ahead and take a closer look at Spartan Blades here at Blade Show. Curtis has been kind enough to spend a few moments to go ahead and talk a little bit about the knives, both fixed blades and folders, that deserve your attention. So let's go ahead and check some more out. How's it going, everybody? It's Carlos from Daily Carry Solutions. I'm here with Eric from the Outer Limitless YouTube channel and Curtis from Spartan Blades. First and foremost, before we even start this, Curtis, I want to tell you thank you so much for everything and your service to this country.
Oh, it means a lot. Thank you very much.
I really appreciate that.
We always joke, I got paid the whole time, so.
Well, I heard that there's been monumental growth here at Spartan Blades.
It has been.
And there have been a couple of changes, not only to the lineup, but to different, I believe there's 3 grades now of
that's
knives.
correct.
I'd really like to go ahead and take just a brief look at each of them, and maybe you can go over a few for the viewers.
Yeah, sure. Hello, so I've been asked to talk about 3 different categories of knives we have now. And for years we were known for doing high-end combat fixed knives and folding knives. But we were missing out on a lot of the market, and a lot of customers we just simply couldn't provide knives to based on price point. So we now have 3 distinct lines of knives. We've got our gold line Elite, which is the stuff you all know us for, that we've made since our inception. It's made in our shop in North Carolina. We have what we call our silver line, or pro line, and that's these knives here that were made for us in collaboration with KaBar, who are our business partners now. And then we have our bronze line, which are designs made by us and our designers, engineered by us, and then made overseas. So we figure, we'd have our high-end stuff, our mid-grade knives made in the United States, and then stuff that's manufactured overseas, and let the customer decide on what it is they want. We always joke that if you couldn't afford our knives, then go buy something else. But you're not really servicing your customer when you do that, and you're kind of a self-licking ice cream cone, for lack of a better description. So we have 3 distinct brands and segments. We let the customer choose which one interests them, and then we wait to see what happens. And fortunately, all 3 lines have been growing this year, so we're very fortunate.
Well, I would have loved to have seen some of the Blade Show specials, but in good fashion, they came here quick and they snapped them up.
They sure did. Yeah.
So, checking out some of the Elite grades, I see this dagger and I see this folder. Can you talk a little bit about both for me?
Yeah, sure. So this here, it's new for this year. We had a very inventive name. We call it the Spartan Harsey Dagger. So Spartan Blades, designed by Bill Harsey, and it happens to be a double-edged hollow ground dagger. Mark and I, my business partner, we're in Special Forces, retired. For those of you who don't know, Bill Harsey is known by the moniker knife maker to the Special Forces. So I said, hey, listen, can you make us, all I need you to do is make us the best dagger in the history of the world, and we'll manufacture it and sell it. And he said, oh, no problem, right? So we put Bill Harsey to work, all kidding aside. He did a fantastic job. It is a full tang dagger, so we have a bit of the tang sticking out the back, just so people know it's a full tang running through there. When it comes to combat daggers, if they're not really sharp, pointy, and the soldier can't trust that it's not going to break, he won't use it in combat. He won't even pick it up, and it won't even go into the field. So we did develop this as a real-world combat dagger. We're out there at Fort Bragg, so we do a lot for soldiers out there. So that's the new Spartan Harsey dagger. In the same manner, Bill Harsey, who we believe to be one of the best designers in the world, made a knife for us called the Spartan Harsey Folder, and it's done very well. It was the 2016 American Made Knife of the Year. But it is a pretty large knife, and it was meant to be robust. We've had so many requests for something that was just a little bit smaller, so we've developed what we call the SHF 325. It does have a 3.5-inch blade on it. We do it in both S45EN and Damascus. All the parts on this small folder are titanium, with the exception of the blade stop, and a small portion inside the titanium pivot. So the screws, the frame, thumb studs, the standoffs, the pocket clip are all made out of titanium. And this is a new offering from us this year. There are plans later in the year to do some special editions once we get caught up. And then of course we have our silver line over here. Now these are knives we make in collaboration with KaBar. We design them. They're made out of 1095 Crovan, which KaBar has made famous through the years with the Marine Corps fighting knife. They're simple, clean, fixed blade knives that come with injection molded sheaths, all made here in the United States. So we have a Lala, which is a simple shoot knife, Damascus, and we also have a kukri type version, a recurve blade. And then finally we have our bronze line. These are knives designed by us, engineered by us, but made in Taiwan. And this one in particular, we just released yesterday. This was made in collaboration with a friend of ours and an old Army buddy named Tu Lam. He is the owner of Ronin Tactics. This is a form of knife he carried in a custom form for years that he had handmade and asked us to make it on a production basis. And he incorporates it into his hand-to-hand program. You'll see it has an Emerson Wave feature. That was done in collaboration with Ernie Emerson. We do have his permission. We pay him a royalty, and we thank him very much for that because it makes the knife work well. It's got a deep carry pocket clip, and it's a liner lock. So we call that the Shodo. And then, of course, we have two more blades in the bronze line. This is the Astler, designed by Les George, of Les George Knives. And finally, the Talos. This is a small knife developed by Bill Harsey. It's incredibly lightweight. We actually believe it's probably the lightest weight production knife of its size. It's a G10, again a liner lock. We do use a good quality particle metals in there. These are CTS XHP, so you're getting a quality steel and a lightweight, affordable knife. And that's kind of what's new for this year.
I think it's amazing what you guys have been able to do to be able to go ahead and hit different budgets, to be able to go ahead and put these knives into people who will really appreciate the brand and maybe don't have the opportunity to go to the elite grade, but have the opportunity to go ahead and pick up something that's pro and field.
Sure, and it was a difficult decision for us to make, but I think if you're honest with the customer about what it is, where and how it's made, and then you make it of good value for what it is, you're going to service a lot more people by doing good things, being honest, and telling them exactly what it is, and let the customer decide what they want, and let them choose what it is they want. You know, for a lot of people, a knife is just something they open boxes with at work, and when it gets dull, they don't even sharpen, they throw them away. You know, and then you have people that covet them as a family heirloom for generations. So you provide as much value as you can, leave it up to the customer, and let them choose and pick.
Very well said, Curtis. Very well said. I really appreciate you taking a moment to go and talk to us.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Have a great weekend.
You too. All the best.